What up, everybody? It's the Constitution State. Today's video comes to us from Broderick Russell. And honestly, I feel bad for what happened to him and his son. He took his kid to the park like he does every day. He ran into some Karens that said they rented out the park. He said he checked, which they can't do. They can rent out the pavilions. And they called the cops on him.
That you want to bring your son to the park, but
and I already talked to the city.
I understand that, but
hey y'all, I don't know what school this is. You know her, she being super racist against my son, and they gonna send the black lady to come talk to me.
No, so I'm a teacher. We're talking
because
to
I've already called the city, and we come to the park every day, so you can actually look on Midlothian Park, and we can see. So hey, I'm putting up. Okay, you can say whatever you want. Hey, get off me! Don't touch me, woman. Don't touch me. She can. I don't care, but she can't. I ain't videoing the kids. I'm. She wasn't.
She can't touch you.
You can call who. Come on, call.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're absolutely fine.
All right, come on. She can call.
So
Okay. All right, come on.
We just don't need to escalate.
Come on. Hey, well, I guess it's escalated. It's fine. And I'll make sure that me and my son sitting here chilling. Hey, that's fine. Come on over here. Let me get. I'm getting bullied by this.
How old are you, sir? I'm on the phone with 911. How old are you?
Call 911. That's fine with me. Call them. Call them, man. Hey, as soon as they get here, we'll call right to City Park, and you can see that what y'all rented. Come on over.
African American man in a black tank top with don't speak to him.
Okay.
And an Herbalife 24 shirt, gray shorts, Crocs. She has a 2-year-old with him.
Oh, she know the age of my son. Wow. All the assumptions been mine. No, I didn't tell you his age. Because he's not 2. Come on over here, Officer Hall. Come on. Matter of fact, I think Officer Hall was over here earlier. Come on. Earlier this week.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh,
oh, wow. Look at the aggression. I'm glad we got this. Come on.
Officer Hall is here.
Come on. I'm glad.
I'm in Kimmel Park, yes.
So we got this all witness. I never thought I had to experience Karens, real life. But that's what we got to go through, and they sent the black lady.
It's teachers. You would want your child.
Okay, my child is safe now.
Of course.
Hi, I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's your name?
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, well, what's going on is we just came to the park and play, and they told us that we couldn't play at the park.
Okay, so did they explain to you that they got it rented out for the whole day?
Did they explain to you that you can't actually rent the whole park? Because I've called the city, and that what they rented is the pavilion. So I actually checked the permit.
Okay, I'm just okay.
Okay, so what's the problem?
I'm trying to communicate with you.
I'm just asking what's the problem. That's a communication.
Yeah. I'm here because number one, this is my campus. Okay, as far as the kids. Okay?
I got you.
And I'm just trying to communicate with you. I'm not upset with you. I don't know who you are.
All right. Hey, man, that's great.
Okay. So, and you're here because
me and my son come here every day at the exact same time.
Okay. And they told you what?
That we can't play at the park, and it's been we've been coming here all week, the week before, and schools just start coming here like during the day. And there's no school that said anything to us, and then they trying to tell us that we're causing a problem, like we're harming the kids. We ain't touched the kids. Matter of fact, it was an officer here every week, and he ain't said nothing to me. Matter of fact, he liked our son every time we done came up.
Yes, sir. So give me a second.
Okay.
And let me figure out what exactly they got rented out.
Okay, well, call. I've already called the city.
Okay. I know, but let me confirm. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep right here.
So we just want to be at the park, and they said they got the whole park rented out. But
It would be the Karens that said, let's not escalate the situation, while pressing up on him, screaming, standing right up in his personal space. The cop shows up and immediately goes with what they said. Doesn't look at anything. Just, they rented the park because they said so.
You can't rent the playground. You can rent. They rented the pavilion.
I think they had that rented out.
And that's it. And they're trying to kick us out the park.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm talking to you is because they said that you've been aggressive.
How am I being aggressive when this lady come up and bumped me? I got it on camera. She come up and bumped me. The other then they send a black lady over here to try to act like I'm just being hostile when I said I've called the city for the permit. They were like, "Where you gotta go? I gotta protect my." Then the other lady said, "I gotta protect my kids." For what? We come out here every single day, and then my son is the only one that's crying and sad, but I'm being the aggressor. So I don't understand that. Then I got 2 police officers over here sitting, and they looking at me like I'm finna attack a kid.
We don't have an issue with you, man. So I think what they're just concerned is because they are with the school, and they reserved areas of the park, and they.
Okay, the areas that they reserved is that and that.
So they're just a little concerned because they.
Man, that's crazy, y'all. The bad experience y'all giving me over these teachers that are acting like Karens, like I came out here and harassed. Actually, matter of fact, you can look. You know what I'm saying? Look on Midlothian Park, this park, Kimber, right here. You'll see pictures of me and my son. We here every day since he's been able to walk.
If you just won't interfere with anything they're doing, and
we didn't have no intentions. They came bothering us. But you don't own the park. You can't rent the park. Okay, so what do we have? Thank you. So he just said you don't have permission to rent the park. That's the crazy part.
You're fine, sir. We just want to make sure everything's good to go. That's why we're here.
Now look at this. I want y'all to see all this because me and my son wanted to go to the park. All of this. No, I did not take a video. I pulled my camera out over there.
We can't make him delete a video. It's free to record. However, I would just say don't video any of the kids.
Man, I don't come out here to video my kid. I come out here to let my kid play.
Yeah, I mean, it'd just be curious to be recorded.
Yeah, no, I don't have no intention of videoing none of the kids. It's okay, son.
You live right around?
No, it don't matter where I live. I come to the park every day. It doesn't matter. Look at all this. Look, more cops, y'all. More and more cops. This is what happened for trying to go to the park. So I just wanted to let it be known, whatever school they represent, don't go to that. Don't let your kids go to that elementary because it's a bunch of nonsense. Yeah.
Hey, sir, you're free to be here.
Okay, thank you.
What it is, I think they misunderstood the permit. Okay. So
I want to hop on here. I seen people asking for a part 2, and I was like, I don't know what no part 2 is. Like, what are they talking about? So thankfully, my friend has been educating me and encouraging me to let the world know, what happened to me and my son, because it happens so often, but people don't, really, are really unaware of it. And so, thankfully, for video and all these different things, and people having the set mind to get these things on camera, people can get exposed for, the things that, that they need to be held accountable for. And so, backstory, but prior to, us, or the video cutting on, that's a park that me and my son frequent all the time. I mean, we walk to the park, we ride the bike to the park, we just like that park is near us, and it has 2 different playgrounds, and it's parents and stuff and kids there that he knows, that's his little friends, and we go there, and we go at all different times of the day. Sometimes we go in the morning, sometimes we go 2 times a day, sometimes we go at noon, sometimes we go in the afternoon, but we've never experienced that. We've been to that park, and we noticed that I want to say for the last couple weeks, schools are getting ready to allow, but they were bringing their classes to that park. We've never had not one issue. We get out there and play, and no one has ever tried to stop us from playing because it's a school there. And so we pull up to the park. We got approached by the Latino with the hat on and those glasses. And if you watch the video, pay attention to her body language, because she really doesn't care, and she really she's really like the instigator of it all. So she stops us, tells us we can't play at the park. I ask her why. She tries to tell me that, they have the whole park rented. I said, hey, do you have a permit? She says yes. So, okay, cool. I understand that, with it being a public park, then that means it's public knowledge. So I called, Parks and Recreations. They said no, they have the pavilion, and that's it. I said, are you sure? She said, I'm looking at the permit right now. That's all they have. I said, okay, great. And the only reason, I would have just left and went to, another park, but we're on a time crunch. And honestly, we shouldn't have to go to another park. But we're on a time crunch. We're getting ready to go out of town the very next day. And so I'm like, man, I want my son to be able to get out and play. I don't want him to, just be with me all day running errands. So we pull back up to the park. We just go in. We get approached by a white lady. She tells me, hey, you can't be here. You know, you gotta leave the park. You know, we have the whole park rented. I said, no, you all don't. I actually called and I spoke with the city. You know, y'all have the pavilions rented, and that's it. She said, okay, well, you know, we're gonna bring you the permit. I said, cool. You know, you bring whatever you need to, but we've already called the city. Then the Latino with the hat comes up again. She a lot more aggressive, tells us that we need to leave, and we need to get out of the park, and we don't, you know, we can't be there. I said, man, you know, I understand, you know, that's the way you feel, but if you call a city, they educate you differently. So she leaves. That's when they send the black lady over, and the black lady comes up, and she's trying to, you know, plead her case on why we need to not be there, and that they have a permit. And another lady's bringing the permit. She'll be out of the bathroom in a minute. And I'm assuming that the lady that was coming out of the bathroom ended up being the lady with the glasses, the lady that went super Saiyan Karen on us. And so she comes up and like she's on like I guess she's the enforcer of the bunch. If I had to label, she was the enforcer of the bunch because she came and she just knew that we were going to listen to her and we're going to leave, and she's just going to put her foot down. I'm like, no, me and my son are going to play. And so my son, he had ran off on the playground, but he comes back up because I guess he can, you know, sense what's going on. He started grabbing my leg. And so, you know, they're surrounding me and pressing me. I'm like, hey, you know, y'all do what y'all need to do. And they're like, well, we going to call the cops. And they're like, oh, it was already a cop here. He should be, you know, back in a minute. But I said, okay, well, I see what's going on here. Like, y'all really want to, instead of calling the city, y'all really want to take this to a new place. That's when the video come on.
It's sad because these Karens are public school employees. They know they don't own that playground, yet they're still making this man's kid cry. Like he said, why didn't they just call the town if they needed clarification? No, they wanted him arrested. They wanted him beat and jailed for taking his kid to the park. That's pathetic. He did a good job keeping his composure and being an example for his kid, because I feel like a lot of people, it's easy to lose your cool in situations like that. But good job. I saw this and I was like, this is crazy. People need to see these Karens. Everybody enjoy your day. Have a good day. Thank you.